King of the Road Productions proudly presents a Magnificent Memories Part 2 episode of the Jim King of the TV show on Fox 4, the CW, Strike TV, and YouTube. Southeast Texas style. During the half hour, we'll continue our gaze in the rear view at our first 18 years on Southeast Texas television. Perry at Starvin' Marvin's. Nice to meet you. That's Neil. Kimberly.
Yes.
And Reed.
Good to meet you.
And you are the king
Of the road.
Of the road.
Jim King of the road.
Nice.
Get it?
I like it. I do. I got to get one of those crowns. Where did you get that? Passed down in your family history?
Burger King.
Burger King, right.
Sponsored by Tanner West and Texas Construction Resources. We'll feature the Honky Tonk Texas Fabulous Flashback. We'll also wear Dylan Scott's new video as our King's Country Music Clip of the Week from Nashville. And Jeff Bates will be in the Royal Spotlight. King of the Road. Howdy, and welcome to the Jim King of the TV show on Fox 4, the CW, Strike TV, and YouTube. I'm Jim King of the Road, and this is the best little TV show in Texas. Man, how time flies. You're having a royal time. We recently celebrated our regional record extending 950th episode. And in this show, we'll continue our gaze in the rear view at our first 18 years on Southeast Texas TV. Of course, we launched King's Country Internet Radio way back on Independence Day 2011 with the Southeast Texas country fan in mind. Never settled for less. In less than 100 years, radio has come a long, long way. We've gone from this to this. Alexa, play King's Country on TuneIn.
King's Country from TuneIn.
And this. Now you can stream us everywhere. King's Country streams the most magnificent country music mix on the planet 24/7. Stream King's Country Internet Radio on your PC, smart speaker, mobile device, or in your vehicle with your Bluetooth connection. King's Country is streaming worldwide and crystal clear on TuneIn, iTunes, Live 365, and at kingscountry.net. And don't miss the nationally recognized and multi-award winning Jim King of the Radio show middays on King's Country at kingscountry.net. It rules. Now ride shotgun with me as we continue our gaze in the rear view with highlights from our first 18 years of broadcasting in Southeast Texas. We always cruise Cadillac style, as seen and heard on Southeast Texas TV, radio, and social media. We are everywhere. Enjoy these clips from our Royal Archives as we continue our gaze in the rear view at our first 18 years on Southeast Texas television. Here are some classic clips from all those fantastic adventures.
For me, it's really hard to write songs out on the road, and so I basically had to go in, take some time off, and sit down and concentrate on trying to write some songs for this next album, just because I didn't have any on the second album, and I wanted to. So we're just trying to make sure that happens this time around, and hopefully we'll write a couple of singles coming up.
Now that hat, that's kind of your trademark. Did you come up with that? Did you design that hat? Because you're the first person I've seen wear a hat like that.
What's funny about this hat, man, is it kind of has, I guess, become a trademark, but it was something that I was just walking around in I think it was a Tractor Supply or something one day, and I just saw it, and it was really cheap. It was like $25, and I just thought it was really cool because I wear a lot of brown, and it had some brown in it, and I thought, well, that's kind of cool. So I just bought it, and just loved the way it fit and looked, and just started wearing it all the time, and then it kind of became a little bit of a trademark thing. So, but yeah, I've had more compliments on this hat, and it's the cheapest one I've ever bought. So that just goes to show you it doesn't have to cost a lot to get results.
Well, you started something because there's about 10 guys in there trying to look just like you. So,
well, I don't know why they would want to do that. But
what do you think of this hat?
I think it's your thing, man. I don't think it worked for me, but it's good for you.
Jim King.
Very good.
My Crown Boy hat, I call it.
That's right.
I don't know if it's going to start any trends like you have, but
I don't know either.
On the bus with Johnny Lee. Great to see you.
Good to see you again, buddy.
You still down by Texas City?
No, I bought a place in Sulphur Springs, East Texas. I was living in Branson for a long time, and I've been wanting to move back to Texas. And moved back to Texas a little over a year ago.
You want to show here with your old friend Mickey Gilley. You guys had a long run together there at Gilley's in Pasadena, about 10 years, 68 to 78, something like that.
Mickey who?
I think he's here.
I still love him to death, man. We're like brothers.
You talk often?
Oh, yeah. Every time I go to use the bathroom, I sit down on the toilet and tell him it makes me think of him, so I call him.
You got a couple of really famous cousins, too. Jimmy Swaggart and Jerry Lee Lewis. You keep in touch with those guys?
Don't hold that against me. You probably know, too, that I have two famous cousins I grew up with, right? Jerry Lee Lewis in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and, of course, Reverend Jimmy Swaggart. Don't hold that against me. But in 1957, when I made my first recording in the music industry, I had tried to follow my cousin Jerry Lee Lewis into this music scene. He had a whole lot of shaking at the time. He came into Houston. He was traveling with Johnny Cash and Sonny James. I get to run around with him. I was working for $1.25 an hour. So I tried to follow my cousin Jerry Lee into the music industry. I made a big mistake. I should have followed Reverend Swaggart. He made more money than me and Jerry Lee Lewis put together. Tax-free.
At Lamar University's first homecoming in 21 years, I debuted my shiny new Cardinal Red Hyperbike with matching crown. There's nothing more mighty than crown power mixed with Cardinal Red. Go Big Red. Go LU! Big Red is back! After checking out all the action from my low-riding vantage point, I broke out my King Cam and talked to some of the fans.
You're on the King Cam right now. King Cam.
King of the road.
King of the road.
This segment is sponsored by Tanner West and Texas Construction Resources.
Working hard from the sun up to the sundown. They can build it tall, they can tear it on down. They got the know-how, if you got the money.
We got off-road dump trucks, several Tracos, several dozers, several guys that are very capable of following the plan and getting it done right.
Hands of a working man built this town. Cleared this timber and plowed this ground.
Still to come, we'll air the Southeast Texas debut of Dylan Scott's new video as our King's Country Music Clip of the Week from Nashville. We'll feature the Honky Tonk Texas Fabulous Flashback. And Jeff Bates will be in the Royal Spotlight. Next, we'll continue our gaze in the rear view at our first 18 years on Southeast Texas television.
You're cruising in the King's Caddy.
King of the Road.
King of the Road Productions does top quality 3-camera high definition concert shoots. If you've got an area band, what are you waiting for? Hire us and we'll meet you at the venue of your choice to tape up to an hour of your group's live performance with 3 Canon HD cameras and an audio hookup through the soundboard. You'll have access to all the exclusive footage and permission to use it for promotional purposes. As an added bonus, your band will be featured on the King of the Road Show HD. For more information, call 409-748-9689 or email Jim at jimkingoftheroad.com.